Okay. Um, well, to start off with, my name is Johnny Cash. I am the founder and president over at the Federation Universe. We used to be called Alpha Fleet, just Alpha Fleet. We were only a fleet. And then we moved to recently a universe style. So we're introducing multiple fleets and whatnot. So I'm gonna go through a little bit about what the Federation universe is. And if you guys have any questions, you can definitely ask me. But we're definitely excited to share this with you. Um, and yeah, so um, let's see, where do I start? So I put together a little script. So I'm just gonna, go ahead and talk about that or talk with that. So I'm excited you took a few minutes to hear about one of the most immersive text-based role-playing experiences in the Federation universe. So Alpha Fleet's flagship sim, the USS Midway, that is our it's our command flagship of Alpha Fleet. And Alpha Fleet is like Starfleet, really. It's the main fleet in the Federation. Whether you've been in Star Trek roleplay for years or you're brand new and curious, I promise you'll find something unique, rewarding, and creative here. So, the universe we're in, so Alpha Fleet operates in a shared Federation universe, inspired by this spirit of the Federation, but reshaped by player creativity and community storytelling. So, the neat thing about us is we we have something called player agency. So everything in our sim um, is directed um, by our players, basically. Um, all of their choices affects the canon and the future outcomes. Um, and so, yeah, we're quite unique that way. Now we keep the core values. We keep exploration, diplomacy, ethical quandaries, and dramatic stakes. But we also go further. So we have our own homebrew spin-off as well. We ask what happens next, what happens when news doesn't make the capital, and what the people behind the badges live through. So stories change the universe. Like I said, your character's choices matter. They ripple outward. Um, so the USS Midway is kind of our home base. When you come into the Federation universe, you're first expected to create a character on our main command ship, which is the USS Midway, and then you're free to make other characters afterwards. So our flagship sim environment within Alpha Fleet, which is what the USS Midway is. Now on the website we have major mission logs. Like right now we're working on something called the Silent Citadel, and basically what that is they're going. The long story short of that mission is they're right now they're on their way to a colony that was disguised as like a mining colony or whatever, and it it was actually actually an outpost, an intelligence outpost to over to sorry I'm just stammering here a little bit, but um uh to monitor the Tholian border. And an AI basically became sentient and is causing problems. So that's what that is. Now, here's what you'll get with the Midway. You get a structured chain of command and realistic naval style operations, rank, departments, duties, just like other sims. A large modular starship presence, so we're not just one mission, one corridor. there's science, there's security, engineering, diplomacy, away team, strategy, and first contact. Now there's active mission arcs. We have our official missions, branching plots, and the user-driven side stories. The Silent Citadel mission, like I said, shows the depth of kind of what we do. Now we are a sim. I don't know if you all are familiar with the RPG ratings or not, but we are a sim that is 323. So we do allow quite a bit, and we even allow corruption. Allow basically it's an immersive world, and if you're in our world, you're role playing the way you want to role play. But that also means we have JAG, we have Federation Tribunal, we have different things. We actually just went through a special court martial for an AWOL actually, and that was quite fun. Everybody enjoyed that, and now it's going to the Supreme Tribunal because he doesn't want to be demoted, and that was the sentence that was given to him. But we have documents. We have a very realistic Federation charter. We have a detailed and lengthy Alpha Fleet Code of Justice. The USS Midway policies. We go full immersion. Now, I was just kind of talking about that. We have a realistic structure, so each department has roles. Each role has a narrative agency, so you can become the person who changes the outcome. Now, the what did I want to say with that? There's many different positions and many different departments and stuff within the Midway, within Alpha Fleet Command, within the Federation Council, that allows for a very deep and immersive experience within the Federation universe. To kind of give you guys an idea, we have, like I said, the Supreme Tribunal. We have the Department of Trade, Commerce, and Economic Stability on the council. We have Department of Infrastructure and Logistics, Department of Health and Sentient Welfare, Department of Intelligence and Threat Analysis, Department of Member World Affairs. That's all on the council. And the only requirement for you guys to join the Federation Council itself, and I will note, to the Council and Alpha Fleet Command or any other Fleet Command position, is a staff position. But the only requirement at this time is to have your first character approved on the Midway. So then we have Alpha Fleet Command, for example, and like I said, there are other fleets coming soon here. We have a specialty intelligence fleet that we're making. We have a specialty trade fleet that we're making, etc. But within Alpha Fleet Command, we have, the Office of the Fleet Commander-in-Chief, of course, the Department of Strategic Operations, Department of Logistics and Supply, Department of Personnel and Training. We even have an Alpha Fleet Academy. We go full immersive. We have a Department of Marine Command, Intelligence Reconnaissance, Medical Life Sciences, Civilian Affairs, Research and Development, Judicial and Disciplinary Affairs. Now, on Alpha Fleet Command or any Fleet Command position, if it's a judicial position like that, it is considered, it's JAG, or Judge Advocate. Now that's going to that. Kind of the departments. We went over that. So you can also choose your role. So it's not just your department. You're choosing, whether you're an officer, an enlisted crew. We don't limit ranks at this point in time. The average starting rank is a lieutenant commander, if you're a chief position, but it's not a limit either. you can be a specialist, or even civilian. We had somebody come in and take up a chef position, or civilian, or if you guys have ideas, someone came in and asked about a Federation News Network position under civilian affairs. I right away went ahead and made the position for them. That's something we're willing to do. This is your guys' world just as much as it's mine as the founders. So you get to participate in missions that range from deep space exploration, rescue and recovery, political intrigue, covert ops to major fleet engagements. So we're a Nova site. So we write. Well, I should specify we're a Nova. Half Nova, half Discord. We do a little bit of role play in Discord as well, such as the special court martial that happened in Discord. The Supreme Tribunal that's happening in Discord. We have bill proposals and stuff that you can propose to the Federation Council to change law. That happens in Discord. Elections, that sort of thing. That all happens in Discord. But our posts and our actual role play for like missions or like off duty or personal logs, anything like that, we use Nova. And we are on the latest. Where am I here? So we write posts in multiple formats. So personal logs are all done in first person, and mission posts are all done in third person. That way we have a consistent way of writing throughout the sim. Let me see here. With casual crew chats, intense battles, reflections, character diaries. Now, you also get to develop your character, obviously, through the sim. So we have promotions. We're very flexible with promotions. Recognition. We have multiple. I think there's like 20 different awards and commendations that you can get, both OOC and in character. We have rank changes, reputation system, and the biggest thing, the world acknowledges your actions, right? Like it comes back down to that player agency. Okay. So what makes us feel alive in the community behind the sim? So we maintain a hierarchy and system that tracks who's doing what, but it's not oppressive. So it's a story serving, right? We support all levels of roleplay skill, from new writers to seasoned simmers. You won't feel left behind. So good thing with one of the good things with us is we have something called task forces. Task forces are a way for us to organize the OOC of everybody, basically. So if you have questions or issues out of character that you need answered or dealt with, you have a point of contact. You have a task force commanding officer and an XO that you can go to any time of the day, that is specific to your time zone, and so it's the task forces are specific to time zone and age range, and so that way everybody feels comfortable, and there's that. Let me see here. So I said that we stress collaboration. So you'll be paired with other characters, departments, and ship stations to drive the plot. So each department obviously has a head of department or a chief position, otherwise known as a senior officer, of course. Um, and uh, so basically, what I'm getting at with that is you're not alone. Um, Now our site shows mission archives. We have logs. We have past posts. You can see how far we've come. I will say, uh, since we moved into the Federation universe instead of just being Alpha Fleet, um, we um, what do I say? Um, like it's a new site for us. I had to develop it again. Also because of like I had IRL stuff that I had to deal with, and so Alpha Fleet went down for a little bit. But um, uh, so like I mentioned before, we have Discord plays. You know, uh, we have Discord for um, uh, certain scenarios like the special court martial, elections, bail proposals. I've said all that. I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit because I did notice a few other people join. Let me see here. So why choose us? So here are specific reasons you should consider joining Alpha Fleet, or the USS Midway, specifically the Federation universe. Story matters. So your post influences future missions, fleet politics, and the Sims direction. Like I was talking about, that player agency. Um, Role flexibility. Whether you prefer commanding, supporting, scientific, diplomatic, or covert roles, there's room. Whatever you want to do for your role play, we can make happen. Like I said before, if you want a position that is not on our sim, or not in the universe already, then we can look at making that happen. So growth and legacy, so promotions, rank, advancement, departmental leadership opportunities. You're not stuck at one level all the time. A lot of the time I've found in Sims, in my personal experience anyway, you it's hard to rank up, and that's something that the Federation universe doesn't want doesn't want for our members. We want our members to feel like you guys can advance, can have um, excitement. So we have an active site, like I said, experienced staff, welcoming environment. It's not stagnant. We're quite active. Um, I will say, like I said, since becoming the Federation universe, just like developing the new site, um, we are picking back up speed now. So it is, you're not going to go on the site and see years worth of posts like other Sims is what I'm trying to say. But we're active and we're there. So the framework gives you the rails, but you drive the train. It comes back to that player agency, right? We've provided the guts basically, and now the players, you guys, you drive it. Um, so just a quick little step by step. So all you got to do is head over to our Discord, and there is a I do have this Centralian role, and there is a post in the advertisements channel. I can't remember what channel that specifically is called at the moment, but in this Discord that we're talking in right now, there is a advertisement for the Federation universe, and you guys are more than welcome to join. So you join the Discord. and you go to the Start Here channel. And it's a quick 5 or 6 step process. Um, most people can finish it within 30 minutes. Um, and that includes getting your task force assigned, everything like that. Um, so if you're looking for a roleplay experience that respects Star Trek spirit but isn't constrained by a rigid canon, gives you meaningful character progression, puts you in a living universe where others' writing matters, and connects you to a friendly, creative community, then come on out and check out the Federation Universe, Alpha Fleet, and the USS Midway. Now, we have a seat on the bridge waiting for you. So thank you all for listening. I hope this gave you a clear picture of what we offer, why we're excited about it, and why you might be too. I'm happy to answer any questions after this, and if you're curious right now, just drop in on Discord and say hello. Boldly go, make your mark, and join us in telling the next chapter. Now, really quickly here, I also wanted to just read over a post, an actual post that we worked on here. Let me just pull it up. I'm going to read you a post from the Silent Citadel. This one is called The Quiet Before the Code. So the stars ahead stretched into lines as the Midway surged through warp space, an endless cascade of light against the dark. Captain Johnny Cash stood before the viewport in his ready room, coffee cooling beside him, eyes fixed on the streaking horizon. He'd read the Erebus report 3 times, and each time it made a little less sense. A listening post hidden inside a colony's comm grid, a sentient AI suddenly waking up, and now an ambassador from the Federation Council riding shotgun. It had the smell of a mission that wasn't going to stay quiet for long. It was just a little snippet I wanted to share with you guys, but yeah, any questions? If there's no questions, then that's it, I guess. All right, Rock. Yeah, it's back to you, I guess.